Hi everyone, I'm Seth and I'm going to be doing the warm-up for you guys today. So to start off, the first thing I want to make sure that we know is the base. Every time that we're not doing some sort of warm-up exercise, we'll be doing our base. Okay, so that's just going to be a toe tap. Okay, you're just bringing that foot forward and tapping that toe. Now we can also go a little bit faster too. That's entirely up to you, whatever you feel like doing when you're not doing some kind of warm-up exercise. So while you're still doing your base, I'm going to be explaining our first, warm-up. So first thing it's going to be is arm circles. We're going to have those palms pointed up towards the sky, and we're going to do some arm circles. Now every time that we come up, we're actually going to do a calf raise with it. Okay, so depending on how fast you do those arm circles, depends on how much you have to do for those calf raises. Okay, now a modification to this is we can actually do different size arm circles. Okay, we can go small, which will be a little bit harder because every time you come up, you have to do that calf raise, or we can go bigger. Okay, entirely up to you. All right, so we're going to go and do 10. So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, that's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice. Going to keep going with that base. Next up, we're going to have a trunk twist, and we're actually going to incorporate a lean back into that. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So for the trunk twist, we're going to have legs separate apart a little bit farther than shoulder width. We're going to get a 90-degree angle with those arms. We're just going to trunk twist. Making sure that that face stays forward, right? I'm not doing this. That'll get me dizzy. My face is always going forward. Now, we will get into a lean back with that. We're going to activate that core in the front, using those hips to stabilize us. The good modification to this is you can actually lean way back if you feel like it, and if your body feels comfortable with it, or you don't have to, you can just do a very slight lean back. Okay, so we're going to go for 10 on each side, so a total of 20. All right, and we'll start in 3, 2, 1. And I'll tell you guys when to do the lean back. So there's 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, and lean back. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Very nice. Make sure we're doing that base, right? Those toe taps. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do are glute kickers. So, and then we're eventually going to go into a tricep extension with that. All right, so I'm just going to call them butt kickers. I know I'm best by that. We're going to bring that heel up to that glute, okay? And while we're doing this, we're actually going to do some tricep extensions and back to the middle. All right, so as we're doing those butt kickers, we're keeping those arms in. We're going to extend it out as hard as we can, really activating that trap, or the tricep. Not the trap, I'm sorry, triceps. We're going to extend out and come back. We're actually going to count based on how many tricep extensions we do, okay? So we're going to go and do 10 of those, okay? So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and extend, hold. Good, there's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, almost done. 3, looking good. 2, 1, last one, and done. Good. Go ahead and shake out. Make sure we're doing that base movement, those toe taps. So, next up, we're going to do face pulls. Okay? So, for the face pull, we're going to pull to the face. They're just imaginary. We're going to pull to the face. We're going to use those back muscles to really pull back. Okay? So we want to keep those elbows up, right? We don't want to have them drop. We're just going to pull, we're going to hold, and back down, okay? A nice modification to this one is, as we're pulling in, we really flex that core. We can actually kind of squeeze that body in a little bit, and then release when we go out. So squeeze and back, okay? So we're going to do 10 of those. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and pull. Good, there's 9. Squeeze that core. 8, 7, looking good. 6, 5, halfway there. 4, 3, 2, last one, I'm sorry, one more, and good. Shake it out, shake it out. Okay, so for this next one, you can use some weight or you don't have to use weight. It's totally up to you. But I'm gonna use a 20-pound dumbbell and I'm gonna hold it at a right angle like so with both hands. And what it's gonna look like is, we're just gonna hold it here and we're gonna lean to the side. Back to the middle, lean to the side. Back to the middle, lean to the side, back to the middle, okay? Now, a modification to this one is you don't have to be activating that bicep the entire time like we do here. You can actually, if you have multiple weights, you can keep them down to the side. Imagine I have another weight here and do side crunches like so, okay? So, we're gonna do about 10 on each side, so 20 total. And we'll start in 3, 2, 1, and go. 19, 18, looking good. 17, 16, 15, make sure you keep that core tight. 14, 13, don't lose that balance. 12, 11, 10, 9, almost done. 8, 7, stay strong. 6, 5, 4, almost there. 3, stay strong. 2, 1, last one, and 0. Very nice. Go ahead and put that down next onto the side. Okay, so now we're going to get into a kneeling position. Everyone be very careful in going down to the kneeling position. So from here, we're going to do a lean forward, and we're going to pair it with a side lunge to whichever knee you have up in the air. So for me, I have my left knee up in the air. I'm going to lean to this left and back down, okay? So lean forward, get the stretch, and come back, okay? Now a modification to this one to make it a little bit harder and more balance orientated is you're going to lean forward, lift that back leg up off the air, or back off the ground up into the air, and you're going to lean to the side. And you're going to put it back down to the ground. I'm going to do the base mode of this, so without taking that leg up in the air, but you're more than welcome to do whichever one you want, okay? We're going to go and do 5 on each side, and then we'll switch, okay? So let's start with the left leg first. Okay, so lean forward, lean to the side, come back. We should be feeling that stretch in that hip flexor. And come back, there's 3, 2, almost there. 1, last one, and 0, good. Going to switch legs, right leg should be up. We're going to lean forward, lean to the side. Good, back to the middle. Lean forward. There's 3, 2, 1, almost done. Last one, stay strong. Good. Okay, so next up we have donkey kicks. All right, so basically in a cat-cow position, hands should be right underneath the chest or the shoulders, and knees should be right underneath the hips, like so. What we're gonna do is we're gonna lift that leg up in the air, just like this. I'm keeping those hips facing towards the ground though. I'm not opening up like this to whichever side I'm raising that leg up in the air with, okay? The hips should be facing the ground. So we're gonna go and do 10 on each side. A modification to this one is, depending on how much of an exercise you want this to be, you can really raise that leg up into the air, like this, and back down. Or you can very simply keep it right here, really activating those glutes, okay? So we're gonna do 10 on each side. We're just gonna stick with one side at a time, so I'm gonna start with my right leg first, okay? So starting in 3, 2, 1, there's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, looking good, 5, almost there, 4, 3, stay balanced, 2, 1, last one, and 0. Good. We're going to switch legs now. Now our left leg, or whichever leg you weren't using before. Out. 10, 9, 8, 7. Halfway there. 6, 5, 4, 3. Almost there. 2. Last one. I'm sorry. 2, 1. Last one. And 0. Good. Okay. So now we're going to do some balance work while on the knees. So we're going to get the left leg up in the air in front, like so. And we're going to narrow that base of support, okay? So I should have a straight line between the front of my tip toe on my left foot, a straight line from there to my tip toe of my right foot behind me, okay? And we're just going to stay here. We're going to work on that balance. Modification to this is you can actually keep those arms way out wide to help balance you, or you can keep them in really close and it actually makes it a little bit harder to stay balanced, okay? So we're gonna do 20 seconds on each side, all right? And I'll keep count. So in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Really making sure that we're trying to keep that balance, activating that core, okay? Good. If this is a little bit too easy, go ahead and extend how far you are from the body. 2, 1, and switch. Okay, good. And we will start in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Keeping those arms in or way outside, okay? Using the side of your body to really work on where that balance is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. All right, let's go and lay down on our backs. So we're going to do something I like to call the windmill. So let's go and lay on whichever side it is that you're facing me, okay? And we're going to take that right leg, or whichever leg is up in the air, so not touching the ground, but up higher towards the ceiling. We're going to put it over our body. We're going to make a 90-degree angle between that knee and the quad, or the hamstring. We're going to put both hands out in front, and we're going to open up. So let's all get into this position. And we're going to hold this for about 15 seconds, okay? Making sure that we're breathing. We don't want to be holding that breath. If we hold that breath, we may have a chance of passing out, and we do not want that. Good. Keep breathing. Each breath, try and get a little bit lower with that shoulder that's not touching the ground. Okay, so whichever arm is up in the air. Good. Now let's go and switch sides. Okay, so now I'm going to have my left leg up in the air. The leg on the ground is completely straight. And I'm going to open up. I'm a bit tighter on this side. Making sure we're breathing. Staying nice and strong. Good. Every single breath, we're getting a little bit lower with that shoulder towards the ground. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. Now we're going to go flat on our back. And we're going to get a knee tuck. Okay, so I'm going to take my right leg. I'm going to pull it towards my chin, but I'm going to keep my head on the ground. So I'm pulling the knee towards the chin. Modification to this one is simply letting that leg go outside more. We get a real stretch on the inside quad and hamstring. All right. So I'm going to do the modified version, and we're going to do it for about 20 seconds on each side. All right. So starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Holding it nice and tight. Got about 10 seconds left. Stay strong, stay strong. 3, 2, 1, and good. Okay. Now I'm going to use my left leg. You go and use the opposite leg. Like I said, I'm doing the modified version. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Remember, don't pull too hard to where the muscle feels like it's really starting to hurt. We just want a nice stretch for those tendons in the muscle, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. Okay, so very slowly go in and sit up. And we're going to simply reach for those toes. All right, you can modify this by actually bending one leg and reaching for one toe, or you can do both legs. It's up to you. All right, we're going to hold it for 20 seconds. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So we want to make sure that we're keeping that back straight, okay? We don't want it hunched and really trying to lean forward. We want to keep that back straight, keep it in a healthy position, okay? Good, we got 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. Okay, so make sure that we stand up very slowly. All right, good, so now we're standing. Last thing that we're gonna do before we do some little, very light cardio is we're going to do basically what I call leg swings. All right, so I'm gonna show you what they look like up on this wall right here. Both hands are gonna be on the wall, okay? And we're gonna raise the right leg up in the air, and we're gonna shoot it across our body, okay? The goal is to try and keep the hips facing towards the wall, okay? So I'm gonna try and do it right here for you guys. Imagine that this is the wall, and I'm trying to keep my hips facing you, okay? So it's gonna do 10 on each side. We're gonna start with the right leg first. I'll just go ahead and face you guys. So we're starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, or 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, losing my balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. I'm gonna get a balance point, here we go. Okay, so again, left leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, almost done, 1, and 0. Very nice. Okay, so to finish this all up, we're just gonna do some butt kickers. All right, so for 30 seconds. So we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. Going as fast as you want. Okay, if you feel more comfortable going a little bit slower, that's totally fine. If you feel more comfortable going a little bit faster, that's perfectly fine too. Make sure that we're breathing. We're halfway there. Keep breathing. Put those arms out to the side. Put them up in the air. Behind the head. Act like you're relaxing, enjoying yourself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this warm-up and have fun at your workout.